Okay, there's two things I'd like to discuss today, and one of those is constant monitoring. I think it's really important to look at what is being thought compared with the reflection. And we'll talk about that. And then we'll also talk about the quote. It is the Lord's good pleasure to give thee all of the lands that ye see. Now, I wanted to translate that a little bit and kind of discuss that just somewhat, because hey, I see a lot of stuff. I don't have it all, but there's a definition I want to talk about there. So those are the two things that I'd like to discuss here in this video, and I'm going to make it as short as possible, probably 15 minutes or so. And if you have listened before and you like the information here, like, subscribe, hit the bell, you'll get the new notices. And I appreciate all the comments as well. So let's talk about constant monitoring. And the reason I want to do this is because it's important for us to know what we're thinking and to be aware of what we're thinking, because, hey, I just had a visceral reaction to something that happened this morning. It was like, oh my God, why is this happening? Kind of thing. It's a delay. And they're always kind of bigger. The issues, the problems are always bigger before you get in and you actually take a look to see what the problem really is. So it's important to know, notice that and to not react. And now, as an adjunct to that, people think that we live in duality. Well, that's not exactly right. Duality meaning, of course, we have the positives over here and the negatives over there, or the good things and the bad things, or whatever you want to call it, but those are both laced in judgment. So they have to be looked at from our own personal perspective as good or bad, or positive or negative. Now, that's the land of duality, but we don't actually live in duality. We live in a trinity. Why? Because there's a third component, a third aspect to this quote-unquote reality, this reflection of our inner selves that we see out here. And that third component is the center point between the positive and the negative. That center point is slightly positive. It's really kind of a neutral point, but vibrationally speaking, it leans a little toward the positive. Now, let's call the center point now, right now, this moment. So let's look at this moment. And so from this moment as the center point, we're not really in positive or negative, we're just neutral. And so we see something and then we jump over to the positive, or we jump over to the negative. And then if we jump over to the negative, we can say, ooh, now wait a minute, this is the awareness I'm talking about. It's important to know what it is we're thinking. So now we say, oh, wait a minute, I just saw a delay and I kind of thought, oh crap, there's that thing again. And so I remanifested it, I remembered it, I reassembled that idea, and it's likely to come back again because I just did it this morning. I just did it again. So, but I caught it, very quickly. And by the way, this morning I woke up feeling like, oh wow, what a fantastic feeling I had this morning. It was like I was in clarity and peace and all the things that you want. And so I was just holding on that to as long as I can. And then I kind of started checking things, and things, appeared in duality, and some of them I remained in neutral, and some of them I didn't. And And so, but I bounced back into neutral pretty quick. Just, just giving you the scenarios, this, we're not going to necessarily be masters at our ideas and our thoughts and our beliefs overnight. It's a process. So the important thing from all of that I just said is just notice it. Don't beat yourself up over it. Just say, oh, look, I did that. And then get out of it as quickly as you can. Don't say, oh, crap, there I go again. No, forget all that. That just keeps you in that negative too long. So you want to say, oh, look, I did it. Boom, I'm out of it. I feel great. Oh, I'm back in neutral. I'm just the observer. All right, let's find out what this issue is. Oh, it's not a big issue. Maybe there is no delay after all. Oh, maybe I can create that there's no delay. Yes, of course I can. I'm all powerful. Anything is possible. This moment is a standalone moment. There's nothing else that controls this moment except for me. So, and as I look out into this, it's my world. It's 100% my world, and I am in control. Boom. Those are all very powerful statements and bring you back into alignment very quickly. So, to sum all that up, notice the reflections, notice the quote unquote reality. Notice your reactions, because it all begins right here. It's just a reflection into out there. And so now you can see clearly what it is you're thinking in here. And then just go easy, oh, look, let's fix this thought, emotional, vibrational output so that we can tone it down. And over time, you're going to tone these things down. It's not likely that any of us are going to have a really big change of thoughts and ideas, although occasionally we will. We'll just drop one, like I've done a couple times, and I've said, wow, that was amazing. And I've seen the shifts. But just know that everything you're looking at right now is 100% different than it was when I first started that sentence. And when the last word I said, 100% different, 100% different, 100% different, 100% different. We're just only making very small changes in the meantime to create this new reality. And as soon as we make big changes, we'll see big changes. As soon as we make big thought changes, we'll see big reality changes. Okay, second topic, which is, it is my pleasure to give thee all of the lands that ye see. Now, like I said, I see a lot of stuff, and there's a lot of things in my imagination. I'm not in them physically, but I am there vibrationally a lot of the time. Now, what does that mean, though? I want to suggest that the word see might not be as literal as we think, okay? So I give thee all the lands that ye see. I believe that what ye see means what ye believe you already have. So if you believe you already have it, then that means you see it. You see it as yours. Not just that you see it over there and you're wishing for it. No, I don't think that carries too much weight. So it's going to be, I give thee all of the lands that ye believe that ye already have. Now, let's back up from all of this and say, is this not an amazing thing that we are experiencing and that we're coming into the awareness of the power that we have as individual creators? And so if we believe it, then we can have it. So that makes us equivalent to the Creator. And being equivalent to the Creator is like being a part and parcel to God, the Creator. And that gives us the power to do the creation. We have the power. God's not going to take it away from us. We can create all the good things we want. And when I say good, I mean good from our perspective. And we can create all the bad things we want. And I mean bad from our perspective. It's up to us. We've been given free will. And nobody's going to come along and monitor that free will. Nobody is going to monitor the free will. Because if that's the case, then it's not free will. It's not. It's not God coming along saying, oh, you shouldn't do that, blah, blah, blah. We're going to suffer our own repercussions from that. That's the law of attraction. That's the law of whatever you put out, you get back. That's the law of karma. That's the law, And why? Because we are one. We're all one. We're not this and that. We're not the duality. We're just the one thing. So if we're just the one, we're just the singularity, we're doing it to ourselves. So we have the power to do things to ourselves. Nothing else. We can treat what we think is other people badly, but we're not. We're treating ourselves badly from our perspective. And we treat other people well from our perspectives, then we're treating ourselves well. So that's just something to think about. So all the lands that we see are ours. Well, let's face it. We're the singularity. We are the all that is. So we do already have everything. So the things that we see that we believe we have, but we had them already. We have them already. We have them now. We've always had them. We always will have them. We have them now. We had them yesterday. We have them tomorrow. We have them in this moment and that moment. They're ours. They are ours. So what is there to do? There's one thing to do. Believe we have them. And that believe is creating the frequency of having them. How would we act if we had it? Well, we sure as heck wouldn't be looking for it. We wouldn't be doing all these crazy processes for law of attraction and trying to figure out how to get it because we would know we already had it. And then we don't need all this advice from Steve or anybody else. We don't need the law. We don't need to know all this stuff. All we need to know is that we have what we want. And if we don't doubt it, it'll show up. And that's the ultimate technique. That's the no technique that I've mentioned quite a few times. So I hope you enjoyed this. Like, subscribe, hit the bell button. You'll be glad you did.